Hello, my name is Justin Garrett, and I'm here to go over my Module 5 code on collections. Here I have my main applications called Collections Demo. Its purpose is that demonstrates the Java Collections framework and the Collections utility class by building an array with 8 unique case-sensitive single-word entries from the user, printing items with an enhanced for loop also prints total count, largest and shortest entries, sorting the list with collections.sort naturally through A through Z and showing the result, custom sorting by character length, longest to shortest with a comparator, shuffling the list with collections.shuffle and showing the result, searching for case sensitive for a user provided word and reporting its position if found, demonstrating at least two other static methods from collections, reverse and rotate, and converting the list to an array and printing it, then converting it back to a list and printing it again, providing thorough comments throughout, including a multi-line note on collections versus collections and interface versus class with citations. Input validation enforces single word, no spaces, and uniqueness ignoring case. Headers precede each operation so it's clear what the user is seeing. Here is my class of collections.demo, and here entry count required, and you can change here if you want a different count in one place. Here this orchestrates the whole demo, collects user input, prints info, sorts, shuffles, and searches, shows extra collection methods, and converts to list and array forms. So here I have a string that passes arguments and also a try block. Here I'm going to create a list and collect 8 unique single entry words. So here's my string, and to pass through the words with the required count. Here I'm going to print the list via an enhanced for loop and also show total, the longest or shortest. So here is the title, the header, and it says original list and enhanced for loop plus stats. And then it's going to print, of course, the list of words, and then print out the total entries plus the word size. And for my arithmetic calculation, it is just displaying count. Now here is the string for the longest, to count the longest word, and then for the shortest, and my comparator. Here is going to print out my longest entry, and then it's going to print out my shortest entry. And then here to sort with the collections.sort. So here's my header. It's sorted in natural order A to Z with collections.sort. So here I'm passing collections.sort and my printed out list of words. Here's my custom sort by length from longest to shortest. Again, we have our header with title. We have our words.sort passing the comparator and the string length. Here is the shuffle with the collections.shuffle. So here's for me to shuffle the words and the list of words again. And now for the search, we again have our search for the case sensitive, and then the user can enter a word to search for, and it will find the word. I have a note here that the location shown as 0 based index and human friendly 1 based position. So now it will show found and then at the index plus the position. And then the word, if it was not found, else will say it was not found. Here are two other static methods from collections. A reverse, which will reverse the current order. So it reverses the order. And here's a rotate. It will rotate elements by 2 positions. So of course it passes our list and it uses the collections method rotate. And here it shows collections.frequency in case insensitive manner by using lowercase view. So of course a for loop here and an array. And then of course it has a print statement that says the frequency of blank and it ignores the case. And here's finally where we convert the list to an array to output the elements. So it prints our array and it passes our words and array to a new string. Here we can convert the array back to a list and output the elements. Here we have our string for our list, back to list, and then our new array passed back to print out. And now here is a while loop to enter the count for the unique single word entries, and it duplicates ignored and case sensitive. So now, of course, you can enter a word, and then the result will be the size. And then here's a conditional. It will reject empty or multi-words entries. And it will say, please enter exactly one word with no space. And then also this is the ignoring the case if it's a duplicate. And then here's the past validations, add to both structures. And then it will print collected plus the count and then the unique entries. And it will return the result. And of course, here's my print list. And then my print for my array. And the intent of the loop is the index-based iteration over an array to show positions. And here's, it finds either the min or the max depending on the comparator given. For example, if you use comparator.comparing int string to length for shortest or reversed for longest. And then here, this loop intent is the linear scan comparing current element to the best using the provided comparator. And it returns the best. Here, this loop again is to iterate through the list, return on first equal, ignore case match. And here is our printout statement for the string title. And now for my collection versus collections and interface versus class with citation. Collection is singular and a root interface in the Java collections framework. It defines the core behaviors for a group of objects like size, add, remove, contains, iterator, and other elements, etc. Many concrete data structures implement collection either directly or through its sub-interfaces such as list, set, or queue. Collections plural is a utility class in Java util.collections that provides a large set of static methods to operate on or return collections such as sort list, shuffle list, reverse list, rotate list, comma integer, frequency collection, unmodifiable list, etc. It does not represent a data structure itself. It's a toolbox of algorithms and wrappers. In short, collection equals the interface for standard collection behavior, while collections is a helper class full of static utilities and algorithms that work on those collections. And here my sources are from Oracle. Here is interface versus class. An interface defines a contract, method signatures, and in modern Java defaults as static methods, but no instant state. Classes implement interfaces by providing concrete method bodies and can hold state. Interfaces enable polymorphism. Many different classes can be used through the same interface type, which is a key ingredient in flexible decoupled designs. A class is a concrete blueprint for creating objects, instances, and can include fields, constructors, methods with bodies, and nested types. Classes can extend to other classes, single inheritance in Java, of course, and implement one or more interfaces. And here again, my sources are Oracle. And so now that I've walked you through my entire code, we will run it. So I will enter one word. Hello. See, look, it shows that I had a duplicate word, so I will enter another word. Okay, now here it's shuffled my list using collections.shuffle, and I can search for a word. And here it converted my array to a list, and list to an array. and it shows me the frequency of Apple occurring. So yes, sorry, my camera went in the back for a second while I was trying to run the code, forgive me. But yes, that is my code on Module 5 for collections.